So the remake for the Knights of the Old Republic was announced 3 years ago. And like others, I was super excited when I heard it was in development. Of course, I was a little surprised because it was announced at a PlayStation event. The original Knights of the Old Republic games were never on a PlayStation console. And we know how annoying Sony is with their exclusive deals. I'm still hoping that Demon's Souls comes to PC. But it's been damn near radio silent when it comes to this game ever since that trailer, on Sony's side and the developer side. So what's been going on with this game and why are developers so quiet? Of course, with this game, a lot of us were shocked to see that trailer at the 2021 PlayStation Showcase. Many people who enjoy Star Wars games would say that the original Knights of the Old Republic game was the best from the franchise. I haven't really played the first Knights of the Old Republic game. Matter of fact, the first time I completed a playthrough was for this video. Back in the day, I just couldn't get over that janky ass gameplay. But I am a fan of Star Wars and especially a fan of Star Wars games. I would say I played most of the popular ones with the recent exception being Star Wars Outlaws. But I always had a lingering curiosity when it came to the KOTOR series. So with this remake, I'm pretty sure a lot of people, not just me, is hoping to change up the gameplay quite a bit. But let's get into what's been going on with this game since its announcement in 2021. First, liking the video and subscribing to the channel will help the channel grow. Thank you. So this game was originally being developed by Aspyr, the team behind the shitty Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection earlier this year. Also the decently received Tomb Raider Collection Remaster. And other remastered game collections coming like the Legacy of Kain 1 and 2, and another Tomb Raider trilogy coming in 2025. Aspyr was created back in 2005 to port console games to Mac and PC. Now they remaster a bunch of older games for modern consoles and PC. Hearing the studio be the one developing the KOTOR Remake is kinda interesting because they seem to only make remasters. They haven't tackled a full from the ground up remake. Also, right before this game's announcement, Aspyr was acquired by Aspyr Group in February 2021 for $450 million. And Aspyr was placed under Saber Interactive, another studio purchased by Embracer. Saber Interactive is most recently known for their new Warhammer 40k Supermarines 2, which is a pretty good game, although it's kind of a Gears of War reskin, and it's kind of boring. Of course, they had other games like the Evil Dead game and Insurgency Sandstorm. But then, as far as Knights of the Old Republic news goes around this time, there was nothing for weeks, but then weeks turned into months, and months turned into a year, and then finally on August 22nd, 2022, Jason Schreier stated in an article on Bloomberg that the Knights of the Old Republic remake was switching hands from Aspyr to Saber Interactive, but Saber Interactive is a studio over Aspyr at the time. So you're probably thinking, what the hell does this mean? So we really didn't hear anything about this game in this article, and we found out the game is now a Saber Interactive project, the studio currently over Aspyr, which sounds great, right? I mean, there should be more hands on the game now. Aspyr was acquired when they had 140 developers as a part of their team. Saber Interactive was acquired by Aspyr Group in 2020 when they had over 600 employees across 6 offices. In that case, the game might be in good hands. Of course, that's all fine and dandy, but after the news broke of the game switching hands, they went silent again. But during this time, news on Aspyr Group in March of 2024 selling Saber Interactive to Beacon Interactive broke. But Aspyr stayed as an Aspyr Group studio. Saber Interactive at the time had a whopping 38 projects that they were currently working on. The deal was for around $247 million. And came as Aspyr Group was having financial difficulties after a deal worth $2 billion with Savvy Games Group fell through, resulting in Aspyr laying off staff and closing studios. So after this, you would think the game was cooked, and that's what a lot of people were thinking as well. But then it finally came. Good news on April 4th, 2024. We finally got some news from the Saber Interactive CEO announcing that the game was alive and well. This announcement brought life back into the game and the community after years. Finally, after years, we got a straight up update on the game's development. The Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake is still ways off, but being worked on currently. So what about Sony's hand into the game? What's up with them? Well, Sony has been silent on the game since they announced it, and I think it's going to stay that way until another huge update is ready to be shown. But I think they still have a hand in it. Of course, it's a huge game, and it would be great for PlayStation fans to finally get a KOTOR game. I don't see them dropping it. I mean, they didn't drop Concord, and now we know that that game was a mess that cost around $250 million before Sony started a partnership with the studio behind the game. Which means if you don't have a PlayStation 5, you're probably shit out of luck. Hell, when Marvel Spider-Man 2 came out, I had to borrow a PlayStation 5 from family just to play the game. And if it's not a time exclusive, that's a big bummer, although I'm hearing rumors that it's coming to PC as well, so we'll see. And that's all we have for now on this game. I'm betting it's still ways off, we haven't even seen gameplay yet. But I do hope some changes are made to this remake, and we get to see the game soon, hopefully next year. And also if we can find out if the game is coming to PC or not. Another thing that's kinda unrelated, but an update on the Star Wars Eclipse game would be pretty nice as well. That game was announced during the 2021 Game Awards, and we really didn't hear any updates on that either. But if you agree or disagree with anything I said in this video, let me know in the comments. Thank you, goodbye.